this is interesting, Mehdi, because I think we're getting into clarity much quicker than I imagined. If you opposed the bin Laden raid,
Yeah.
which was very targeted, and you do believe Israel has the right to go after Hamas, which hides within civilian populations and in tunnels, I'm kind of confused exactly what you would have supported or what you would
Yeah.
have done
Okay.
that would have aligned to what you're saying that you think Israel, if not has the right, but
let's get even
would
more.
naturally do.
Let's do even more clarity, Jamie. I love this word. Let's get even clearer. Couple of things. Number one, the bin Laden raid, since you want to revisit the targeting. The issue about bin Laden is not whether it was targeted on. The issue is, does the United States have the right to go around the world killing its enemies? I'm in favor of that if everyone else has that right, Jamie. There are a bunch of Cubans who are accused of carrying out horrible crimes against Cuba, against civilian airliners living in Florida. Do you support the Cuban government's right to go in the middle of the night and kill them? Because if you don't, then you're not being morally consistent. So I'm in favor of, if everyone has the right to kill people abroad, then fine. Or nobody. Not the US doesn't get a special exception. That's my position in terms of international law and just basic common sense and morality. Number two, on the specific...
But do you think all governments are equal morally?
I think international law treats all governments equally. If you don't follow international law, which is what's happening for the last 6 months, we're tearing up the post-1945 settlement that we all agreed on, global South and West. Then you have the law of the jungle, the law of the fittest, the strongest. There's no way you can stop Putin from assassinating his enemies because he has the power to do it. Yeah. Either you have laws that bind everyone, dictatorships and democracies, or you say might is right. And I prefer the first worldview. They're both horrible, but I think the first worldview is the lesser of two evils. Just on Hamas, look, I'm not a military strategist, Jamie. If you want me to lay out exactly what special forces raids would have been involved to get Yahya Sinwar and others, I can't answer you. What I can say is the burden is actually not on me to come up with a strategy for Israel to capture or kill the leaders of Hamas. The burden is on Israel to follow international law. And let's get some clarity. I think we can both agree they haven't been following international law for the past 6 months. They've been indiscriminately killing people. They have been violating all sorts of international laws, Geneva Conventions, basic rules on proportionality. The UK government, run by conservatives, allies of Israel, is now saying that they are in breach of international law. The head of the Conservative Foreign Relations Committee in the United Kingdom, not a lefty dove, is saying we can no longer sell weapons to Israel. So it's not controversial here that Israel is at best probably violating international law, in my view, definitely. So my position, Jamie, therefore, is actually I don't need to come up with what the Israeli strategy should be.